I'm Dana Gentry, your Communications Director at SEIU. Today we're talking with District Court candidate Anat Levy. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Dana. It's an honor.
You are a relative newcomer to the legal community in Las Vegas. Tell me what you've been doing since you arrived here 6 years ago.
Well, I've been a lawyer for 29 years. I've been an arbitrator for 15 years, and I've been a judge pro tem for 11 years. I came out here 6 years ago. I took the bar, and I got very involved in Nevada judiciary and legal affairs here. So I established and chaired the entertainment law section of the Nevada Bar. I started working with children who have been abused through the Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada. So I started representing abused kids in court. I went through the Clark County Leadership Program. I started putting on a lot of seminars and classes for UNLV students, as well as lawyers, and as well as for people who couldn't afford a lawyer. So I started really reaching out to the legal community, and that's what I've been doing primarily since I came out here. And through that, I saw some things I didn't quite like for our judiciary.
Such as?
There's too much politics, in my opinion, in the Nevada courtrooms. Nevada was rated the 5th most corrupt state in the nation. Its judiciary got an F rating, and I just couldn't sit back and watch it go on. So I decided to get involved and start doing something about it. That's my nature. I've always done that as an attorney. I've always looked to see where the problems have been and have not been afraid to bring them up to the surface and try to do something good about it.
You mentioned pro se litigants. Do you think the cost of litigation is just put pro se litigants out of running?
It's exorbitant. And one of the tools that is available is class action lawsuits, where if the amount of damages is low, then a pool of people who have the same grievances can pull together and file a class action lawsuit. So I've championed cases like that in California, and I've been looking at that as well in Nevada. That's one way to try to bring a case when the costs are high. But short of that, it's very difficult to file a lawsuit here with the amount of money you need for court fees and experts and depositions and all the civil discovery that takes place. It's just really exorbitant. And if there's a way to minimize that, I want to be part of that solution.
Now, the department you're running for would hear complex civil litigation as well as criminal cases?
Yeah, they would hear any civil case that has over $10,000 in controversy, and any gross misdemeanor or felony criminal cases would come before the court as well.
Okay. And do you have any ideas for reining in costs in major litigation?
Yeah, I think one of the things we have to do is take a look at how long these cases are taking to go through the system, and the judge has to do all he or she can to bring that time frame down and condense as much as possible while still affording each of the parties their ability to conduct the discovery they need. But there has to be limits on what is reasonable and what the attorneys are trying to do. Whether one side is trying to delay it, the judge has to be able to bring it back and make sure that the case is proceeding in as efficient a way as possible. So that's really for the judge to do, to put the reins on it, to try to minimize unnecessary costs.
What about caseloads in Clark County District Courts? Do you think they're manageable?
I think they're high, but they are manageable. I come from Los Angeles County. The caseloads are even higher there. LA County has 5 times the population of Clark County. But I think that what helps manage the caseloads is the processes that are in place to help the judges and the courts manage them. So I think if we can get more judges to help us, that's great. But short of that, if we can just make sure our processes are in place so we can make the cases flow as efficiently as possible, that'll help everybody, the litigants and the courts.
Okay, District Court candidate Anat Levy, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.